I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation, and this is a look at this 2-gallon poultry waterer from Rent-A-Coop. So I've been looking for a good, reliable way to install a watering container in my relatively small chicken coop that I can use for my 2 backyard chickens, and that won't spill all the time, and particularly one that will go a couple of days without having to be refilled. And the best one I found so far is actually a 3D printed waterer, and I showed that in some other videos. I find that works a lot better than the traditional kind of vacuum style waterers because they tend to get knocked over in a small coop or filled with bedding. And I find it works better also than just an open tray, which almost immediately gets filled with bedding and then is unusable. So I'm going to try out this 2-gallon poultry waterer. It gets really good reviews on Amazon. Basically, it uses the watering cups that they make at Rent-A-Coop, and you can buy these separately and then install them in your own bucket. But what I like about this is that it's a really solid plastic container and it has a pre-drilled hole. Because I've found that unless you're dealing with a pretty thick thing like a 5-gallon bucket, then the hole that you drill can kind of get jagged and you can end up with leakage around the side. So I've had trouble using these. I don't think any problem with the product, just finding a small enough container that has a thick enough wall that it'll fit in my small chicken coop, but it'll still be sturdy enough to support the hole that's needed to put in these little nipple waterers. So this is, again, you're paying for the convenience. I think it's $35 or something like that for this setup, but you're getting this really solid container, pre-drilled hole, and I like that it has this open thing on top so that you can potentially put like a hose or something in there and refill it from within the coop itself. For 2 chickens, this should provide plenty of water for a couple of days too. And then it has this hanging handle, and it comes with a little chain that you can potentially use to hang it from the top of your coop. If you're installing it outside on blocks, it also comes with this little triangle kind of hat. You can put that on top so that it sheds water if it's raining outside. So it really looks like a pretty sturdy device. It does come with these nipple waterers, and all you have to do to assemble it is install the chain and connect it or put it on a block. And then to install one of these, I'll show in another video, but you basically screw it in through this hole from the inside. I'm hoping it will fit in my pretty small coop, and we'll see if this works better for my backyard chickens so that I'm not having to constantly be changing the water for them or dealing with them soiling it with kicking some of their bedding in there. So I'm going to test this out. I'll show how I put it together. I'll show how I install it, and we'll see how my chickens, Anna and Elsa, like it. If you found this helpful in any way or you want to follow along, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps.